I have always been fascinated by Post Malone's sound. It's this unexpected and intriguing mix of everything. Hip-hop, pop, and I believe some rock elements too. It's unexpected to say the least.
It's an unusual fusion, definitely not what you'd expect from a typical pop or hip-hop artist. His versatility really sets him apart.
Exactly, Chris. And it's his adeptness in blending these genres together that makes his music unique and path-breaking in the contemporary music scenario.
No wonder he's made such a significant impact on the global music industry. He's quite unlike any other popular artist out there.
Wonder what led him to adopt such an unconventional mix of genres. There has to be quite a story behind it.
It could be wide-ranging musical influences, or simply a creative experiment that worked exceptionally well. We'll probably never know unless we get an opportunity to really delve into his background, his musical journey.
Talking about his music, I feel curious to understand what had enticed him into such a diverse mix of genres. There must be some story behind it. Any clues, Jiwoo?
Yes, there's actually quite a fascinating backstory to this, Evelyn. Post Malone, or Austin Post as he is originally known as, was born in Syracuse, New York. His father worked for the Dallas Cowboys and introduced young Malone to multiple genres of music, which included hip-hop, country, and rock. These early influences might explain his distinct sound today.
I'd heard that he had a thing for the guitar, is that right?
Absolutely, Chris. He was not even 10 years old when he fell in love with the guitar. He taught himself through video games like Guitar Hero before his dad got him a real guitar. He kept practicing until he became proficient. It's safe to assume that the early tryst with guitar affects his music.
And that's not all. Post's taste in music was eclectic from early on. In high school, he was part of a heavy metal band and then transitioned into softer rock and hip-hop, eventually creating the hybrid that we know him for today.
I see. His exposure to such a wide range of genres and his early interest in guitar both played a significant role in shaping his unique music style.
It's incredible, isn't it, how a childhood fascination can shape one's career so profoundly. It's as they say, every artist's journey begins somewhere.
Speaking of the beginnings, didn't he start creating mixtapes prior to his breakthrough track White Iverson?
Yes, Chris. Malone made several mixtapes in his teenage years under different pseudonyms, but the true turning point was when he dropped out of community college and moved to LA with his friend. This is when he joined a group called BLCKVRD and started recording.
In 2015, White Iverson, his debut single, was released and it quickly gained popularity. It took him only 6 months to write and produce this track.
Absolutely, Jiwoo. And it was this song that grabbed the attention of many record labels. Eventually, he signed with Republic Records.
I get it now. Those early experiences in LA, grappling with various music styles, were pivotal in shaping his music. By the time White Iverson came about, he was already a seasoned artist.
Exactly, Chris. And what's even more inspiring is how he used those early setbacks and challenges to fuel his creativity. Each of his songs is like a lyrical glimpse into those transformative years.
He once mentioned in an interview that White Iverson was a song inspired by his feelings of being an underdog. It's like a tribute to his own journey.
Let's now dive into Circles. This track has to be one of my favorites. Its bittersweet undertones capture the emotional tension of love and letting go, don't you think?
That's an interesting way to put it, Evelyn. Would you say it's fairly representative of Post's lyrical style?
It certainly is. Post Malone does have this ability to take a universal, relatable theme and express it in a way that feels unique. The chorus of Circles, in particular, hits home. It goes, "Run away, but we're running in circles." It's like he is trying to get across the idea of running away from something, but somehow ending up back in the same place.
I can see why that would resonate with you. And I agree. It's a prevalent theme throughout his music. It seems like this cycle of love and heartbreak is a common life experience that he's reflecting in his lyrics.
Absolutely. And it also shows his versatility, doesn't it? I mean, we've seen how he splices together different genres so seamlessly. I believe it's the same with his lyrical themes.
Definitely, Evelyn. His fluidity when it comes to genre is just as present in his choice of themes in his lyrics. Do you guys think this is a reflection of his own experiences?
It could very well be. But then again, we need to remember that a great songwriter can write about experiences that are not necessarily their own. It's part of their gift to connect with audiences on an emotional level, regardless of the factual basis of the songs.
That's true, Evelyn. I think we can all agree that Post Malone has done an exceptional job at communicating this emotional depth in his lyrics, especially in tracks like Circles. What do you guys draw from Sunflower? Post Malone uses a simple flower and transforms it into a pretty complex theme for this song.
You're right, Chris. To me, sunflower represents a metaphor of hope and resilience, a sunflower persistently turning to face the sun. But what's interesting is its juxtaposition with emotional darkness, symbolizing pain and struggle.
I noticed the same dual tone in his music. The upbeat melody masks a painful subtext beneath. Some things you just can't refuse. These lyrics reflect the inescapable attraction, like a sunflower tethered to the sun.
You'll be left in the dust unless I stuck by ya. It parallels the cycle of a flower life, enduring through seasons, as reflecting a relationship enduring the trials of life.
It's impressive how he navigates between light and darkness, subtly shifting from vivid imagery to melancholy feelings to create this captivating emotional depth.
It embodies his versatility. He captures the beauty of the fleeting nature of a flower and likens it to love, all while keeping his musical style unique.
Exactly, Jiwoo. His metaphoric approach is a fresh perspective on mainstream love themes. Malone continues to reshape the narrative of pop culture music. Congratulations, guys! What do you think is the underlying message here?
First and foremost, through this song, Post Malone challenges the societal perception of success usually associated with fame and fortune.
He certainly does. Despite the celebratory tone of the song, there's a constant thread of gratitude running through it.
Yeah, he also puts emphasis on the struggle and the grind it took for him to achieve his position. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation, speaks volumes about his journey.
It's almost like a victory lap acknowledging all the ups and downs in his pursuit, but at the same time, he seems disheartened by the materialistic nature of fame. They said I wouldn't be nothing, now they always say congratulations.
That can be quite a bitter experience. The sudden change in attitude once someone becomes successful often creates a strange dissonance.
But despite this bitter realization, Post manages to express his gratitude towards those who stuck by him in his journey, which, in my opinion, underlines his humble nature.
Isn't it interesting to see how relevant these feelings are, irrespective of one's profession or path? We all face the pressures of societal expectations and the struggle to prove ourselves.
Indeed, because at the end of the day, a song like Congratulations is a tribute to individual perseverance and the spirit of triumph over adversity. And that's something universally relatable.
It's interesting how Post Malone's career catapulted almost instantly, isn't it?
Absolutely, Evelyn. I mean, let's take his debut album, Stoney. It was an unexpected success.
No kidding, Chris. The album literally threw him into the limelight, with Congratulations becoming a quintessential anthem for success.
That's right, Jiwoo. Do you remember his breakout track, White Iverson? It grabbed people's attention like a wildfire.
Oh, I remember vividly. He wrote White Iverson literally 2 days after he recorded it, and within few weeks, it went viral, accumulating millions of views.
That's why we see a massive shift in his lifestyle post his success. He talks about it in his tracks Big Lie and Broken Whiskey Glass from his first album, Stoney.
And let's not forget how he rolled with the punches and kept his grind consistent, despite the pressure of this unexpected fame.
Very well said, Evelyn. It's really about how he handled the sudden burst of fame and channeled it correctly into his music that made all the difference.
You know what's funny? I really connect to Post Malone's music when I'm mixing cocktails in my bar. His songs, especially Sunflower, often play in the background and sets the perfect ambience.
That's interesting. For me, it was during my morning runs. His tracks, Congratulations, Circles, they're such energy boosters, you know? They don't just touch your soul, they motivate you and make you feel good. I guess in some way it helps me improve my pace, too.
Wow, that sounds like a perfect match. His music does have that effect, lifting your spirits. It's also about how relatable his lyrics are. Like when he sings, "Run away, but we're running in circles," It feels like he's echoing sentiments we've all felt. I remember when I was going through a tough phase in my life, I would often find solace in his music.
A tech guy like me can also find a deep connection with his music, not just for the innovative use of technology in his composition, but also for the way he embraces emotion. His songs have been this constant presence as I work late nights or during brainstorming sessions when I feel stuck. Can't explain it, but there's something about his music that just sparks creativity.
Yes, Chris. His music somehow uplifts your spirits, irrespective of the situation. I remember listening to Circles during long design sessions. The beats, mixed with the emotional undertones, they help bring out a new perspective.
Clearly, we all have our unique connections to Post's music. His diverse genre blend not only innovatively reshapes the music sector, but it's also emotionally captivating. It offers everyone a piece of themselves in his songs, isn't it? Isn't it unbelievable how Post Malone's songs, despite their synthetic elements, touch us so deeply?
It's his unique songwriting process, Evelyn. He employs synthetic elements not to make the song seem artificial, but to enhance its emotional depth.
Right, Chris. An example that comes to mind is Circles. He uses autotune to blend his voice into the beats, but the sentiment isn't lost. It's amplified instead.
Almost like he's using technology not to mask emotions, but to bring them out more clearly, right?
Exactly, Evelyn. His production includes both electric and acoustic elements, which results in a sort of gritty softness, a unique fusion that makes his music stand out in today's pop genre landscape.
Impressive that such synthetic sounds can evoke pure emotions. It's like combining the best of two worlds.
Very much so, Jiwoo. These elements intensify the song's sentiments, giving us a sense of the emotional depth behind them. It's innovative, distinct, and it's what sets Post Malone apart.
And that's why music, like tasty cocktail mixes, transcends boundaries. Post Malone, through his creativity, amplified his voice, blending it into a universal sound cocktail. Stirred, not shaken. Congratulations. What an anthem it has been. Post Malone deftly weaves a tapestry of gratitude in this song. Isn't that right, Chris?
Absolutely, Evelyn. It's intriguing how he embeds gratitude into his lyrics, like in Congratulations. It's more than just a simple thanks. It's a nod to the honest and raw struggle he dealt with on his journey to success. Post Malone makes it clear that he didn't reach the pinnacle alone.
It's definitely refreshing to hear an artist openly thank the people who supported him. Could this perhaps be a reflection of Post's personality?
You might be onto something, Jiwoo. The spirit of gratitude that resonates through his music could indeed reflect Post's own views on appreciating those around him. It's his way of expressing that success is never a solo journey, and there's always someone to be thankful for.
That's a great take, Evelyn. The theme of gratitude consistently popping up in Post's lyrics suggests a sense of groundedness in his worldview that forms the bedrock of his narratives, doesn't it?
And his attitude of gratitude could be perceived as indicative of his modesty. It's an appealing aspect that sets him apart in an industry often consumed with self-aggrandizement.
Indeed, it's like he's holding up a mirror to his personal experiences and his journey to success, expressing appreciation not just for the victories, but for the challenges and setbacks that shaped him. Really makes you admire the man behind the music. What do you think it is about Post Malone's music that resonates so strongly with our generation, guys?
One element that stands out is his use of technology. Post Malone has a flair for harnessing autotune and synthesizers, not for masking, but to amplify emotions. This unique musical aesthetic may resonate with millennials who have grown up surrounded by technology.
True. In addition, his music is not just about the beat, it's the narrative that comes with it. With songs like Circles or Congratulations, there is this raw honesty that delivers emotional punches. Whether it's heartbreak, victory, or struggle, he's not afraid to lay bare these universal experiences which can resonate with listeners going through similar ups and downs in life.
Oh, absolutely, Jiwoo. One thing I've observed about Post Malone's tracks is that they don't shy away from vulnerability. It's in the raw honesty and authenticity where I think his music creates a connection. There is an emotional depth to his songs that makes them universally appealing.
I feel that's likely amplifying his appeal among millennials. His music transcends borders and cultures, because he talks about feelings and experiences that are mutual to human life. Plus, his genre-defying blend of pop, hip-hop, and rock can connect listeners from those different music preferences, bringing in a wider audience.
Switching gears a bit, have you guys noticed Post Malone's fashion sense and how drastically it defies the typical hip-hop artist stereotype?
Now that you mention it, he does challenge the norm, deviating from the bling-bling outfits and luxury watches. His grill set and numerous tattoos have a bit more of a rock star edge.
Absolutely. He even includes elements from the punk genre into his own style. He is covered in tattoos from head to toe, favoring stark, bold patterns, all of which radiate a certain freshness, separating him from the pack.
Post Malone's audacious style contributes so much more than just a visual shock. It not only mirrors his creative music that intertwines and manipulates genre boundaries, but also reflects the unabridged rawness in his lyrics.
His style isn't just about audacious appearances for the sake of it either. It seems deeply personal to him, from his tattoo tributes to musicians who've inspired him, to his brand logo tattoos. Could this resonate with millennials embracing individuality and creativity?
I believe it does, Chris. This fearless self-expression is becoming increasingly admired, and Post has certainly played an instrumental role in shifting the fashion paradigm in hip-hop culture.
We can see that Post Malone's unabashed fashion sense mirrors his genre-defying music, which are a testament to his bold individuality and creativity. Would you agree, Chris and Jiwoo, that Post Malone's blending of rap, rock, and pop started a wave of transition in the music industry?
Totally, Evelyn. It's intriguing how he's managed to work within the structures of these genres, yet surpass their limitations.
He allows his music to breathe, spreading into different styles yet maintaining a sense of continuity. His music sways, crossing borders effortlessly.
Agreed. With standout tracks like Rockstar and White Iverson, it's clear Post is tuned into the pulse of the generation. He's not afraid to experiment, attributing to his broad appeal.
It's as if he's created a language of music that transcends genre labels. He's representing a newer, fluid form of artistic expression.
You said it, Evelyn. This cross-genre fusion defies conventional expectations, making his sound unique among his musical contemporaries. His defiance to stick within the lines of a single genre is drawing a blueprint for emerging artists.
Exactly, Jiwoo. He sets a creative precedent, demonstrating that the path to success isn't about fitting into a mold, but about breaking the mold itself. Post's music is a syndicate of sounds that have impacted his life and experiences.
Post Malone is truly an icon of the genre-blending movement, not just in his music, but also in his image and lifestyle. His example motivates innovative exploration, challenging new artists to create their own unique mixtures and sounds. Let's talk about our wonderful listeners. We had so many people express how Post's music reached them. It's amazing how universal his music is.
You're right, Evelyn. It is incredible how many people resonate with Post's music. It's like his lyrics tell their own story.
Circles particularly hit home for many listeners. They've mentioned how the lyrics painted a vivid imagery of their own experiences and relationships.
Absolutely. Reading the tales of love and heartbreak from our listeners is overwhelming. To think one song can encapsulate so many personal narratives is incredible.
And let's not forget Congratulations. It has been a source of inspiration for many. Listeners have expressed how they jam out to it during their hustles and victories.
Yes, Chris. Post's music isn't just about partying. It's about resilience, gratitude, and shining in the face of adversity. Our listeners are testaments to that. They love the energizing, self-empowering vibe Congratulations gives.
Truly, Post's ability to evoke such a wide range of emotions through his music is amazing. He seems to have a song for every mood, doesn't he?
A song for every mood, indeed. From Circle's melancholic tones to the euphoria and triumph in Congratulations, it's all there in our listeners' feedback. Now that's the beauty of Post's music.
Listeners' reactions underline the depth and relatability of Post's music. One person even said they felt as if Post's songs were chapters of their own life story.
With all that we've discussed, it is undeniable that Post Malone is a revolutionary figure in contemporary music.
True, Evelyn. His defiant blending of genres from pop, rap, to rock has ushered in a distinctive sound that has significantly influenced the music industry.
From Circles to Congratulations, His deft fusion of electronic elements with raw emotional narratives has created an entirely fresh perspective in music. It's visually illustrative, melodic, profound, and true to his life.
Exhibit A. Sunflower. Its lyrical simplicity and upbeat tune belies a deeper narrative empathizing with its listeners on battling their personal dark periods. The dualism in his music is ingenious.
And let's not forget his impact on the modern pop culture landscape. His audacious fashion sense, his authenticity, and the very image he puts forth challenges conventional industry stereotypes.
Absolutely. Post Malone broke through the restrictive boundaries of music genres by merging them to form his own unique aesthetic. He tore down walls and paved his own road of music, blending rock, rap, pop, and folk.
He really has paved his own way, hasn't he? His music is a conduit that influences and inspires fans across the globe. This is reflected in our listener feedback. The outpour of love, connection, and shared personal experiences with his songs is nothing short of amazing.
It's safe to say Post Malone has etched his mark on the music scene with his distinctive sound, innovative blend of genres, and sincere lyricism. His influence on modern pop culture and music is irrefutable.
Ultimately, Post's music shows that being true to oneself, pushing boundaries and experimenting with creative aesthetics can have a profound influence. His lyrical narratives continue to resonate with us because they're so deeply connected to everyday human experiences.